Welcome back for another episode. Today is sort of a big deal. Why do you ask? Well, today we get to install the winch on the truck. All right, so one of the key things that we are gonna need to be able to mount this winch onto the truck is actually a winch tray. I'm not going for a full-fledged bumper. Like I said before in previous videos, I don't like on how these bumpers actually look. So what am I gonna do? I am actually gonna kind of dip over into the Yukon's sister side of options. So in other words, what I actually did was I looked for winch trays that are actually for Sierras or for Silverados. And what did I come up with? The Westin Max Winch Tray. Let's open it up and then after install it onto the truck. Towards to the unboxing. All right, let's get right into it. This is really nice. 1/4" steel all the way around. All right, that's pretty cool. All right, let's see what we have in for the parts box. Holy mackerel. And the mounting brackets. This is some serious stuff. And some nice paperwork. Assuming this is the manual, parts tag, parts list. I have the truck turned around. It's for safety reasons, so that way I'm not in the middle of this laneway over here with my legs dangling out there as people come around the corner and drive through. So I have myself protected with the wall, and here gave myself enough room so that I can work on the front of the truck. So next step is to actually pull the bull bar off. Hopefully it should go good because obviously this thing hasn't been on here for very long. But I did put a ton of Loctite on it, but it's the blue, so it's the medium. Doesn't matter anyways. Because I have my Makita impact gun. All right, let's get to work. All right, so after taking the bull bar, I actually had to pull the whole front of the bumper off just to get into this spot over here, as you can see. So what I've been noticing is that the bracket does not fit completely right here. So what we have to do is we have to notch out this little area, as you can see, that I marked off with a Sharpie. So I'm just gonna take a grinder, grind off this little tiny piece of metal right here, and just make room so that way the bracket can actually fit in there. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna have to do is this hole right here. I was actually kind of hoping that it will line up for the existing hole on the bracket, but it doesn't. So what I'm gonna have to do is actually drill another hole. It's gonna be a little bit further back, right about there. But because of that, this piece right here is gonna be in the way. So what I am gonna have to do is actually gonna notch out this area, cut it right here, and right onto the other side, so that way I can get the drill to go straight up. All right, look at that. The tray is in. Phenomenal, looks really good. Okay, so again, this tray is not for this truck, is actually for a 1500. As you can see right here, there are gaps areas, but that's okay because that gap area will actually come into favor, as you'll see later on in the video. All right, here's a view from underneath. As you can see, this piece right here that I took off from the bull bar, I didn't get to put it in. We are gonna notch out the black piece right about in this area, so that way you can fill in this hole and also fill in this area too. It just kind of looks bland without it. That bracket's only pushing up this bumper just a tiny bit, maybe a ½ inch or even less. You know what, I'm just absolutely happy that there was a solution for this, and I'm just super stoked about it. All right, so we have it installed. So a little bit of a hiccup. One of the bolts actually ended up stripping, so I'm gonna have to get that replaced. Wiring done. We'll show you quickly how we did it. So still gotta figure some stuff out. I think this is a little too close to the cable or to the wire or to the what's it called, rope. So I'll probably pull everything out. Put it behind the tray. Oh, there we go. Nice. That's enough clearance there. No rubbing. Then for the power and the negative, the battery stuff, zipped it into the back of the tray, ran it through the hole in the bumper, ran it up. You can see the positive right here and negative. Yeah, so ran it right into the auxiliary battery, and then these right here, which are supposed to be the battery covers, I'll just cut a little notch here, so that way it can fit nicely in here, and then it stays. Okay, next step to do is try it out. Is there an on switch? I can't remember if there's an on switch here. I don't think there is. Yeah, so it's live all the time. I don't know if I like that. Because you know how you have a on-off switch? Yeah, so I don't know if I like that.
Just add one of those kill switches in the line.
Yeah.
For the positive.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna add one of the fuse breakers.
You wanna get the fair lead on?
Yeah, we'll get the fair lead on. All right, so we're just gonna put the fair lead on, and that's pretty much it. I am gonna add some anti-seize to it. So we got our bolt washer. That would have sucked. All right, so, that's actually really cool. So I got a new camera. I actually got the Osmo Action camera. Hopefully you guys can hear me just fine, but this actually looks really cool how this is turning out. Anyways, okay, so we are still on the topic of the Westin Winch Tray. Okay, so there's something I really want to show you guys. Put a lot of time into it, and a lot of sweat into it, and it turned out better than what I expected. Okay, so to start off, the Westin Tray is an awesome product, really is. There's like two styles of it, well, three styles. You have the tray itself, then you have this weird, awkward bull bar type of setup for it, and it almost reminds me of a pre-runner bull bar or pre-runner bar, and then this massive, huge bush slash bull slash, I don't know, kind of push bar that goes over in front, and it covers everything. So it's like you have a tray which looks unfinished, but it's functional. That's the whole purpose of it. But then you have this pre-runner bar, and then you have this massive overkill. I'm gonna call it a moose bar, not a bull bar. It's like a moose bar. So what I wanted to do was to finish it up a little bit. I had my old bull bar, the Rough Country bull bar, and then I was like, I'm gonna try to bolt that on to the tray. It was sticking out way too much. Then I got the bright idea of, why don't I just recycle the bull bar, put it on the tray. Let me show you what I came up with. Oh, looks so good.